Alright guys, so I'm gonna do some tune-up on this car. I thought about putting like that bra thing in the front so the bugs don't get in there and get all sticked up there. I just checked the air filter, it was a little dirty in there. It's a beautiful nice day. We got our 8400 out. We're gonna get that ready to start planting some soybeans and a little bit of corn to chop. That's all we're gonna do this year. So the air filter was pretty bad, so I got that cleaned up. We're gonna have to replace this belt. I don't know if you can see it, maybe not, but the belt needs some serious things done. There's my dad over there, if you can see him there, coming to pay a litter. He's feeding the cows right now. Here he comes. I do that every morning. And then I got my cabin air filter I'm going to clean too as well. And then there's a thing here you pop off, and then you go like that, and then you pry it like that, and then right in here there's a tab here and a tab here, and it just comes right out. Just like that, and here's your blower in there. Just like that. There he's on the field. Got some silage for the cows. Okay, so usually I'll replace these within a couple of years, depending how dirty it is. This one looks like it should be replaced, but I'm just going to blow it out for now, for temporary. So I got that hose, and let's just do that right now. Dirt. A little bit. Not as bad as I thought it was. This airflow down. So airflow, look on the thing, says down like that. So you just go and put it down. Then you go, it looks dirty, so I'm gonna have to replace it soon. You go and you just slide it in there until you lock it into place. There. Okay, I'm gonna blow the rat out a little bit here and blow the engine out, keep that clean, and then I'm gonna do some videoing on the 7.3 IDI. We're gonna try to attempt to repair the return line if I don't wreck it. So we're gonna go and blow this out here. Handy dandy thing. Looks super clean. Looks good. Okay, let's see if it'll be a Toyota or Honda or a Ford. Usually Fords don't start, so we're guessing it'll be a Ford today. Oh, well, guess it's being a Honda today. Okay, so we're just gonna back her. You won't be able to see, back her down by my IDI, and I'm gonna start that IDI up right now and warm her up for a while I get this stuff done. Let's see if the old girl will run. Oh, look at that, 61,600 I just flipped to backing up. Cool. Already checked oil and vitals earlier, so should be okay. So this is a cold start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just try that. smoke when you usually start them up. Let it warm up for a while. Actually, not much smoke at all, just a little bit. Not as bad as that white power stroke. Awesome. Let it warm up for a while. Gonna do some exhaust work on it too, and get some tires here, not today, no tires today, but gotta do other stuff. So we'll let it warm up, and I'm gonna go up there and clean that mess up next. Now it's time to clean up all this manure and mud in here, that oil, so we can park the 7.3 IDI in here. Nobody likes working with muddy floor and oil and dust. It's certainly better than it was before. There's still stuff there that won't win an Oscar award, but we're gonna have to get a shovel that out somewhere out that way. Let's back her up there and get it ready, so you don't put the payloader in there when I want to have this truck in here. Oh, it's already warming up. Good. Part right here. See if it's leaking any coolant or not. I don't think so. Okay. It's a lot of manure and mud over the winter. And you'll see a thing sits pretty straight. Most of them things have a crooked list to them, and that one sits pretty darn good. Still worth fixing. What I'd like to do is black rims, switch these rims out, put black ones in there. That'd look nice. Okay, so we're gonna crawl underneath here and use my phone this time. Now, This is the monkey job here that we gotta fix. We had a person, well, you could say a friend, do this and didn't do a good job. It's leaking tranning fluid out, and I think they put the wrong bolts in there, as you can see. Probably stripped them out. Wouldn't doubt it. So that we have to address and look into, but not today. Ooh, there's wires have been rubbing on there. That's cool. Very cool. Got a little play. Oh, the hubs are locked in. They probably should be unlocked. If you look way over here, I already see something that needs to be fixed. Haha. It don't look good, does it? The seal's out, made the bearing. And a U-joint. U-joint's bad. Very, very bad. You can see that drywall on the sidewall on these tires are bad. Oh, there's that starter that I put in. I got off eBay for, I don't know, 184 bucks. There's the starter. There's the transmission line laying right on the exhaust. That's pretty cool. No oil leaks except over there, but I think that's a tranning fluid. It's gonna need some work. It's not gonna be just hop on and go type deal. And let's see what this side looks like if the U-joint's out on this side. Yeah, that seal's out there too, and the wheel bearing. I'm assuming I'm gonna have to jack it up and look. Brake lines look kind of rusty, don't they? But they're not leaking. See, them tires are bad. 2001 date code. They're not very road safety, so we got to get them fixed before we can put it on the road. And there is where that guy, I mean, never have a friend do anything. Note to self, if anybody owns a gay-ass iPhone XR like mine, don't get it, because every time you bump the lock button, it ends the video with a dumb phone. Anyway, had a friend here, look at that, spliced in a little hose for the return line. And you can see the donuts out in the exhaust. That's a common Ford thing. But, that don't look good. Okay, I got the coronavirus now, probably. So you can see looks like it's leaking down there. And I don't know how that's going to be, but it's going to be a pain in the butt to go trace that all the way up there, go the way down, and replace that. And it looks like it goes all the way to a metal line to the back of the tank. Well, that should be cleaned out. So that's probably why it's got a big loppy idle, because of that. That oil filter is going to be so hard to get off. I bet it is. Is that U-joint on here? It probably is. But this thing's going to need some work, some serious work. That's not good. It was rubbing on here. I'm sure that U-joint's out up there. We'll have to check all the U-joints. U-joints back there, I checked them. They looked okay, but probably should replace them. They're being old, maybe, for safety, but and the brake booster line's there. Yeah, it's leaking a little bit of engine oil, it looks like. And, you know, these things don't look very good. They don't look really healthy. I'm sure they've never been touched, and it's going to be a pain in the butt to replace, but it's still better than buying a $60,000 truck, probably. She's starting to rust out there by the floorboard now, like they usually do. Well, the tank is plastic here, isn't it? I thought we replaced it with a plastic one, but feels like it. No, it's plastic. I guess we did replace it with plastic then. This here looks a little wet. Not bad. Should check to see if there's any oil in there. I have no idea actually if there's any oil in there, but there probably, there's the fill hole, there probably is no oil in there. I have no idea, we've never looked in there. I'm sure the transfer case should have fresh oil put in there, but as soon as you mess with it, there's the exhaust system I gotta modify and redo. That's what I'm gonna do now, let it cool off. So rear diff is a little wet in the back, not bad. But yeah, so I got a lot to do here. Bet the ball joints are out too. I bet they are. Bet the ball joints are out. I'm gonna check the wheel bearing and all the safety stuff too. Alright, so I took off the rubber mat and it was all muddy and stuff, and I was expecting it to be rusted out. But just a little bit there, no mud, so I better get that mud out of there and dry it off before it does rust out. Not bad look underneath here at all. Except up here it's fading. Had some hail out here, but I'm surprised it hasn't got dented in there yet. So yeah, okay. Get this cleaned up, get it slowly but surely get it done. So I'm gonna cut a hole in there, that's where the exhaust is down there, and we're going to get, for now, temporary, I ordered flex pipe for exhaust to go up here with a flapper on it. And I'm gonna eventually put a steel one here, but that's what I'm gonna do next. And I'm gonna be grinding, so I put this on safety for my ears because it's gonna be really loud. Okay, so I got my redneck exhaust system kinda gonna get that shined up a little more. This is just kind of redneck stuff here. See, I'm gonna go right up there. I'm gonna somehow probably have to modify this more yet. Ooh, black soot. So we're gonna go up into there with a flapper. Okay, so I checked the wheel bearing on the left side and the front. It's good. The ball joints are a little bit wore. You can tell they've been wearing the tire uneven. Now the right side of the wheel bearing is out. Make it wiggle quick. Not a lot, but it does wiggle. So this wheel bearing needs to be replaced. You can see the ball joints are bad too. Tire's uneven. And the U-joints need to be replaced in the front. Some minor work. Steering's really good. Actually steers down the road straight and like new. I would say this air filter is shot in this truck. Very shot. And the screen is very shot. You see that red wire there? Anyway, it's hard to see. I got that tapped into the relay deal to the ground side. And then I ran that into that switch to the firewall, and then that switch I put a ground to the frame. And then you just turn that on and it runs the glow plugs however long you want if you want to burn them up. The glow plug wiring harness is bad. Gonna have to try to fix that. There's that return line going down there. gotta fix that. I'm gonna cover that up so I don't get dirt down there. And no, I'm not gonna be like that, zip ties and put a bunch of dirt down my air cleaner, because this is a good engine. I mean, if the engine was shot, I wouldn't care, but look at all them leaves down there. And look at it, she's a little wet with fuel down there too. Have to investigate that problem too. And these engines always leak fuel, especially look at that. Should get a new kit there, O-ring kit there for them. Look at that, it's cracked. And that would make it run rough and smoke too, so probably should redo that while we're at it, because these stupid IDIs have all these problems with these rubber hoses and these O-ring kits and fuel line returns going bad. Probably just needs a new kit. Okay, I tested the glow plugs on this truck. All 8 of them work. So what I did is I got a little test light hooked to the positive end of the battery. So what you're going to have to do is, I'm putting a flashlight in here so you can see better. Right there's the one. I'll just demonstrate. Pull that boot off. You have to be very careful because these boots are very fragile. My flashlight thing. So there, so pull that off. See if I can get it to focus on there. See, here's the glow plug. And you take your little test light and you just touch it, and this will light up. If it lights up, it's good. If it don't, it's bad. See, it lights up. See? So all 8 glow plugs lit up. The relay is now working. You need all glow plugs on the diesel to work, and good batteries and ends and starters and alternators to make diesels run and feel. It's a pretty simple system on these old ones. So don't forget to put the boot back on, and these boots are going to get replaced. They're pretty bad. I see the injection pump is leaking down there, so may have to rebuild it eventually. But however, we have new injectors in there. I was looking at a few things here. Like I said, these return lines are all cracked, and I think what I'll do is, instead of screwing around with this, I'm going to order that kit. Okay guys, so we're putting the Mirror Start battery from the White Power Stroke in here in the 4430, because we need this tractor the most here. And right now you gotta be very careful because the positive end and the wrench is right next to each other, which is not good. To touch the metal on the chassis of the tractor. Okay, so I'm gonna tighten her down here and get the other one parallel hooked up, and we'll get back to you. Okay guys, this thing hasn't been started all winter. I got the Ford Power Stroke battery on this side and that blue dry cell battery on the other side. So check the oil. I don't know if it's got diesel, whatever. We'll see if it starts, so we're gonna move it out of here. And we won't need ether today because it's nice and warm, and it should start. If it's got good batteries, it'll start. Okay, here we go. we go. Running good. Gonna take her over to the other machine shed where the other tractor's at and get her service ready to plant. That's how you get it done. You just have to redneck your own battery in there and use the Power Strokes battery. Well, there you go, guys. It sat there since I think October or something like that. Old start.